What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Shriek from Batman Beyond. And so here we have Shriek posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Shriek does come with one attachment. We do have his supersonic effect, which does attach to either of his hands. It's done in a nice translucent plastic. He also comes with the arms of the Futures and Batman, which we'll have a better look at when he's all put together. And then finally, he does come with a McFarlane display base. Other than that, Shriek doesn't come with anything else. So let's actually take a closer look at Shriek. And so taking a closer look at Shriek, I really like the design of this figure. Shriek was always one of my favorite characters or villains from Batman Beyond. I think he's up there with like Inkblot and the Royal Flush Gang. Man, if they can give us Ink and the Royal Flush Gang, that would be so cool. But we do have Shriek right here, and his design is just done so nicely. Very good. I do like the way McFarlane handled this figure. Really love the white that they went with for his armor. That's a really nice white that they went with. It's nice, it's bright, stands out really nicely, although you really can't tell because of my background. But yeah, just look at that. That's a really nice color. I especially love the blue that they went with for his translucent pieces. I know that these are supposed to glow, but unfortunately this Shriek doesn't glow, so it's just this really nice translucent blue which catches the light really nicely, as you can see. Love that. And the black going around it. We do have some detailing right here going all the way to the back of his helmet. Really nice detail right there. So yeah, I really love the way he came out, and this makes me want so many other Batman Beyond characters. It's not funny. I know we are getting Batwoman Beyond and Blight. I think we're getting Blight as well, but I don't know which version of Blight we're getting. Maybe it's a business suit. I don't know. But yeah, Shriek here is very well done. I do like it. So having a look at the rest of his costume, for being a solid white and black armored character, McFarlane has done a really good job of bringing out some detailing on it. Right here on his arc reactor, I know it's not really an arc reactor, but you can see they did paint the gray around it, and then the blue looks really nice, so that's good. We do have some layering on his armor, so it does look like it comes down and out, so really do like that. And then even on the back, it looks like it's coming down and around, so that looks cool. And then we have another little reactor right there. Really like the way they did his shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are done in a very soft plastic, and just like they should, they attach them to the bicep, so they do move with the bicep and they do get out of the way for articulation. So really liking that. His bicep guard looks really nice, and then we have some of his black costume peeking out. Then we go on to his really massive gauntlets, the gauntlets that he uses his abilities with. Really liking that. And one thing I do like is the translucent orbs that they use right here. They are actually see-through, so there is a little spot right here that you can kind of see my finger poking through, so the light catches it really nicely on his hands. Unfortunately, they couldn't do that on his torso and his head, but on the arms it looks beautiful. I love that. And then we do have his really massive claws or fingers. I'm going to call them claws because they can be used for clawing. And then just like with Batman Beyond, they took a really simple design and added all this nice detail. It looks like a futuristic armor that you would expect to see in the DC universe. It looks really nice. Let's get his hand out of the way, his massive hands. Just look at all that really nice detailing, and there's a really nice structure to it. You can see like some underarm and then some panel lining. It looks really nice. I love the amount of detailing on him. For something that could have been really simple and really plain, McFarlane did a very nice job bringing out all this detail and adding some of his own flair. I mean, just look at these boots. The layering on them is insanely nice. I do like that. So Shriek here is done exceptionally well. Although his shoes are a little bit plain, it kind of just looks like he's wearing plain dress shoes, to be quite honest. And yeah, you would expect his shoes to have a little more detail on them, especially with how nice his thigh guards, or not his thigh guards, but his calf guards are right here. They're not really greaves because they are like armor that go all the way around. So yeah, kind of strange that he has plain shoes, but then we have all this really nice intricate armor throughout his costume, and again, it's done beautifully. I love the way Shriek came out, and I'm actually happy with the helmeted version of Shriek. I don't have any need to purchase the single release with the unmasked head. I think this is going to be my defining Shriek in my collection. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Shriek posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Shriek posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective, Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Shriek posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we do have Shriek posed next to the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Beyond. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Shriek's articulation. Now Shriek does have your standard articulation for McFarlane figures with one exception. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up quite a bit. Really love this ball joint. It works beautifully looking up, looking down. Head tilt works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with this ball joint at all. They need to make every ball joint like this because it works so nicely. I really don't have an issue with the Shriek's head at all. We do have left and right rotation, so really love the articulation there. His arms are on ball joints, so they do pivot forward and back. They do go up and down. As you can see, we do get some play out of that. I'm almost tempted to remove the cap right here just to see if that would give him a little more range. And in all honesty, his shoulder pads do a really nice job of hiding his shoulder right here, or the butterfly gap right there. So maybe I might be inclined to remove that just to increase some range. But yeah, despite him having these shoulder pads, his arm goes out to the side. No problem. I really do like that. Goes all the way around. Again, no issue. And one thing I like is that every joint on Shriek here is really nice. I don't feel any tightness or looseness. It's like the perfect joint. Like even here on his elbows, we have a double bend at the elbow going all the way up. As you can see, that looks really nice. Then we do have a ball joint here at the wrist, so it does move in and out. Goes in more than it goes out, and that's pretty much how your hand actually works. Then we do have some up and down tilt, rotation. So yeah, we have a really nice ball joint at the hand, so that is really good. His torso articulation is the only issue I really have, because going back, it goes back no problem. That's what we've seen on every McFarlane figure. But going forward, yeah, he doesn't go forward all too much, but he does lean back with both those joints really nicely. Going forward, not so much. Even though his armor is a softer plastic, it doesn't really do much, unfortunately, but he does turn left and right at the waist, left and right at the mid-torso, and combining those joints, we get some really good movement out of that, so really do enjoy that. Legs do kick forward to about right there. He gets really nice range, goes back about that far. He kicks out to the side, no problem. We do have a little bit of a thigh swivel, so really do like that. Double bend at the knees, going up way past 90. Really loving his articulation. It works fine all the way around. We do have rotation at his foot, a hinge in the ankle going forward and back. Then we do have forward-facing pin for rocker ankle, so it does rotate like that. Or you can rotate the entire joint to give him a true rocker ankle, or, you know, go Conor McGregor on him. But that's really up to you and what you want to do. And then we do have a very generous toe hinge. Look how far back that goes. That's insane. Oh, I fell in love with this figure the moment I pulled it out of the packaging. So with that out of the way, guys, and with the train passing by, let's actually get him compared to my, or posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the McFarlane Toys Shriek posed for my final thoughts, and overall, McFarlane has done a beautiful job with this figure. Batman Beyond has always been one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and seeing these characters brought to life in action figure form for the modern day is a really nice treat. I absolutely love the way Shriek came out. I think that if I could change one thing is to give him 2 accessories and to give him like a conical effect rather than just a flat one, because I think a conical effect would have been a little bit nicer, just so it has the effect that it is shooting out rather than just protruding from his hand. Still, this is a really nice figure, and I gotta give it to McFarlane. I was not expecting Shriek to be as good as he is. This is one of my favorite figures in recent memories, and having him in hand, it's just really nice, especially if you have a Batman Beyond for him to fight. Now, Shriek here is available on the Target website at the time I'm making this video, and this particular version of Shriek does come with a Batman Futures and Build-A-Figure part, which we are getting little by little. I know Batwoman Beyond is going to be the next figure we get, but Shriek here is a very nice addition to the collection. Now, I know we are getting a single carded version of Shriek where he is without his helmet. To be quite honest, that version doesn't interest me. I was really more interested in the helmeted version, and I am not disappointed at all with this figure. If you are looking for a Shriek, you can get him online at the Target website, or find this version at your local Target, because the Batman Futures End is a Target exclusive, and they are only available at Target. If you do want the single card of Shriek, it's going to be the exact same figure, but with a unmasked head. Personally, I prefer the helmeted head, so it's really up to you which version you prefer. Me, I really love this figure and the way it came out, so if you are looking for Shriek, my personal recommendation is to get the helmeted version. You are going to pay $10 or $5 more, but I think this version looks a little bit better. So with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other multiverse videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly take a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.